Hey everyone, this is David. It's just a quick hit on a Sunday afternoon. Okay, so look, we got to get into it. Sarah really wants to talk to me next week about Gretchen returning, but you know what? We're not going to wait for Sarah. Gretchen is returning. Let's get into it. So many people have asked me my opinion on this. What a week. How do I feel about Gretchen returning? Am I happy? Am I sad? I am happy and thrilled. Look, I've had Gretchen on this podcast for all the housewives of Orange County that I don't really care for. I love Gretchen. I think Gretchen is wonderful. She brings Slade. She has such a different life now. She's only coming back as a friend of, so we're not really going to see her. We saw John Jansen, so we'll see Slade, I think, right? But I don't know. Gretchen, get in there and get yourself upgraded to full time. I don't know if we need Gretchen full time this season. I don't think she'll be full time, but I have some theories. So, am I excited? Yes. Now, look, there's already controversy about this. Rumor is, I don't know if you guys saw this. Rumor is Gretchen is going around and apparently claiming that she was offered a full time role. By the way, anyone that is watching this clip on YouTube and is not listening to the audio, I apologize. I am getting a haircut today. I look like a psychotic, crazy person. I need a haircut so bad, and I have to eat healthy today. I feel like I'm gaining weight again. But anyway, Gretchen, there's a report going on that Gretchen is claiming that she was offered a full-time role. And because of her very busy schedule, she turned that down and is taking a friend role. Now, you know that I am objective here, that I don't really like Teresa. But I'll say, she's one of the biggest housewives of all time. So I put my personal feelings out of it. So if this is true and Gretchen is going around claiming that she was offered a full-time role and she's so busy because of a busy schedule that she turned it down and told them, I'll come back, but all I can do is a friend of. Gretchen, girl, you know I love you. I love Slade. I had you on the podcast, which, doesn't mean I love half these people I have on the podcast. But come on now. Don't tell a lie, Gretchen. Let's not start off on a lie. You know that's not true, girl. You know you weren't offered no full-time role and you turned it down because you're... Uh, I don't want to be rude, but what busy schedule? I know you're busy. You're an influencer. You have all these things going on. I get it. You have a child. You have Slade, but you're no more busier than anyone else on the cast. So, remember the days when Emily Simpson tried to be a lawyer and actually practice law? We have a professor over in Potomac and a lawyer over here in but I shouldn't turn my nose up because I'm a lawyer that doesn't practice anymore. But come on, Gretchen, what is the busy schedule? Love you, girl, but we know that's not true. A production insider actually said, let me be clear, and I don't know who this production insider is, says Gretchen was offered a friend contract, and that is what she took. She was never offered anything more. So there's already controversy about this. I do love that she's coming back. Um, how do I feel? How do I feel this is going to go for Gretchen, which I think is the more interesting story. This is good and bad. Okay, this is good and bad. I hate to break it to you, Gretchen. There's some good news and there's some bad news. So I don't hate Alexis Bellino the way the rest of y'all hate Alexis Bellino. I feel Alexis personally was used. I feel she was done dirty by production. I really do. You know, when Jimmy Bellino was here, he said it best. We have a saint edit for Shannon and a devil edit for Alexis. I personally think that the truth lies somewhere in the middle, and somewhere in the middle is the reality of the situation, right? So for me, I feel Alexis was used by production. That's what they do. They use you. I feel she was dating Johnny J. We brought her back. Shannon versus Alexis. She helped with the Shannon redemption season. This has nothing to do with Shannon, nothing against Shannon, but it was the Shannon redemption season. Shannon's not going anywhere, and everyone hates Alexis now for getting the guy and blah blah blah. And let's have a we hate fun Lexi season and build Shannon up. And of course, Alexis is now fired because nobody wants another season of that. Things change every season. When you become bigger than the show and you take over and you suck the fucking oxygen out of the room the way that annoying Vicky Gunvalson did, you get fucking fired. So that's why Alexis was fired because nobody gives a shit about her versus Shannon anymore. So I just want Gretchen. I know you're listening. You see your name in the title. You're listening. It's Gretchen. It's okay. They all listen. You're not the only one listening. Hi, Heather Dubrow. I saw Heather Dubrow last night at Craig's. Heather and Terry. Do they go anywhere else in LA besides Craig's? Anywhere. And let me tell you, I wasn't even hungry. I didn't even want to go. But I had the Caesar salad and the meatballs. I called it. I had two martinis. I needed an early night. But there was Heather Dubrow. I mean, yes, Heather, the paparazzi saw you on the way in. They saw you on the way out. Don't worry, girl. You still got it. But anyway, so Gretchen, there's some good news and there's some bad news. Beware, Gretchen. I know you're listening. Beware. That's all. Beware. Just beware that the producers are not your friends. Okay. I know you think you know this girl. You haven't been on the damn show since 2013. That's 12 years. I'm trying to help you, Gretchen. I like Gretchen. I like Slade. Okay. I said it. I've come out of the closet. So just be careful that the producers are not your friends. I hope they're not going to do to Gretchen what they did to Alexis. I hope, look, this season isn't going to be about Shannon. Right? We had the takedown of Erica Jane with Tom Girardi, and that was over. We're not going to have 3 seasons of Erica. Then we had Kyle and Morgan. Now we have Kyle and Mauricio. Now we have Kyle and Dorit. Like, each season is different. It's not going to be a Shannon season. I just hope that we're not bringing back Gretchen to do her dirty the way we did Alexis dirty, and it's going to be Gretchen versus Tamra. And this is the Tamra redemption season, and somehow we're going to make Gretchen look bad, and then we're just going to cast her off. That to me is also a boring season. We just did that with Alexis. So I'm just saying, Gretchen, girl, I know you think you know and this and that, and everyone hates Tamra and blah, blah, blah. Just beware. That's all I'm saying, Gretchen girl. Just beware. They're not your friends and they could do you dirty. I think that's a boring season. I don't think we're going to have that season. I think personally, which is so much more interesting to me, and let me be very clear and say it again. When I do my analysis, I have no fucking horse in the race. Okay. I cannot like Teresa because in real life, I find her to be an actual animal, but she's one of the biggest housewives of all times. Will she come back to RHONJ if RHONJ comes back?